out your trend lines, you can use the horizontal line to mark out the points, all these points that is looking sharp here. All these points, use your horizontal line to mark out all these points that is visible, that you're looking at. Just mark them out. You can use your horizontal. So I want us to be flexing our hands with the tools. So you mark this one. You know that we are still on the basics. So you mark it, all these ones that you're seeing. You can use your horizontal line to mark them. Then after marking them, you can make your trend line so beautiful, depending on how you want it. You can make it so beautiful. You can draw as many as possible. On one time frame, depending on how you're seeing it. You see the way I'm doing it, why I'm repeating it is because I want you to see that as the first video, you remember where price was, and price have already broken. You bear this in mind. Price have already broken 1 point that we could not get, and now we could get it. We could get it perfectly. So you see that buy and sell is not actually hard. It's the way you understand what you're being told. It's not easy because there's so much emotion attached to this. The emotion I'm talking about is not for you to do anything. You know, this trading is something like when you start new, it looks as if you're getting, but when you advance, you see that it's quite simple. But when you're a beginner trader, the whole thing will be looking at it. Sorry, I had a call, so there will be a post on the video. So trading is one of the hardest, simplest thing that everybody can get. The skill is quite simple. Even if you are not educated, you can trade. Even if you don't know mathematics, you can trade. It's just for you to do small subtraction. But why I love trading is because everything in trading, professionals have already coined out so many ways for us to, for it to be easier for us. And with just a little guide, you will flow with it. So the way I said if you come to your charts, you mark the monthly charts, mark it. Then the monthly charts will tell you if the trend, because we call the downside downtrend, the upside uptrend. So from this monthly, we see that Euro USD has been pushing down for a very long time. It's go down, push up, go down, push up. It's at the push up phase. Remember I said that the market doesn't move in a straight line, and that's why you're seeing all these zigzag move or something like choppy moves here. So on this monthly, you can tell with your eyes that this market is on a downtrend, and because it's on a downtrend, there are things we call trend. Trending market is what we follow. If you trade against the trend, it will burn you. So if market is going down, make sure that you see opportunity to follow the market down. If market is going up, make sure you follow the market or towards the upside. But here now, on this monthly, you can see that price pushed down, and now it's going up. It has been going up since September 22 till this date, which is 2025. Why you're not seeing 2025 here is because 2025 have not ended, and once it ends, you see it. But we have another platform we call TradingView. If you go to TradingView, you see the dates and the dates aligned under every chart. So that's by the way. We'll get to that TradingView because it's a lot harder to set up, and not that hard to set up. But for now, let's just use the one that is at our reach to be learning. So now you can see that price pushed down, then it was consolidating. The consolidating is that it was at a place for a very long time. It broke down again, then pushed up recently. I think last 2 months or last 3 months. So when you pick your candlestick, you see that 1, 2, 3 for 3 months now it's been going up. So you change back to your line charts so that you don't get confused by the candlestick shape. You see that it's just moving up, and it's not as if this move up is a straight line. If you go down to a lower time frame, you see that it's not really in a straight line. So what I want you to be doing is, when you see that the candlestick or the market is going up, and this trend line has a name, we name this. When you draw a trend line at the upper points, these pivot sharp points, we call these sharp points pivot points. I hope you will grab it. These sharp points are called pivot points, and so these sharp points, when you draw this trend line at the upper side, it's called support. When you draw it at the downside, when you draw it at the upper side, it's called resistance, and when you draw it under below, it's called support. So we still have some economics terms that we use. We use supply and demand. When it's up, but we have some criteria that make it supply and demand. So the upside is the supply, and when it's at supply, you sell. When it's at demand, you buy. So all these terms, we are going to be taking them one by one. Note them down: support and resistance, supply and demand. So write it down. All those terms are very important. Then pivot points, at this sharp point, we are going to take them one by one as we go deep into the class. So I've told you, when you come to the charts, on the monthly charts, all these pivot points, the sharp points, you mark them. You mark them with your horizontal line after drawing the trend line. Remember, the horizontal line, that's what I said, it's part of your weekend assignment. You mark all the sharp ends. You can mark as many as possible. Remember where I said you can get your tools. You pick up your horizontal line, you place it where there's sharp end, like here, you can place it here. Doesn't matter, just place it so that your hand, it will become a reflex action with you. I just want you to master picking up your tools, picking up the tools. So that's by the way. So today I want to guide us on how to buy and sell. So after marking out your charts like this, we have seen the market is going up. So what we will do is, as we have seen the market is going up, and this is your horizontal line, we have marked it, and now there's a point here, 11572 that you marked, and this market price, this green line that is moving, is above that 11572. Note it down. So what you will do is you turn your, so as I was saying, you keep your phone on portrait. When you keep your phone on portrait, instead of being on horizontal, you keep it on portrait. You go back to your quotes, you tap Euro USD. You already know that price is moving up. You tap new order. And when you tap new order, you will see this market execution. And you will see these numbers and this red line. And this one is the chart that is moving up. This place that is zigzag, that is going zigzag, is a broker and market makers part. So the only thing that is our part is this place that they wrote market execution. Then this number 0.01, which is called lot size. And this lot size has already been coined by the market makers. This is what they use to calculate how much you will gain and how much you will lose, and it has already been calculated. So this 0.01 can be increased. Like if you're tapping here, you see that it is increasing. If you want to double it, you tap here, it will be increasing. But what we as a beginner trader is using is 0.01. So you have to reduce it. Or once you tap here, your keypad numbers will come. Then you delete and make sure it's on 0.01. And as it's on 0.01, now, you are looking at market execution. Market execution means that you're going to take the buy or the sell. By this time, when you look at the left hand side, you see sell. When you look at the right hand side, you see buy. So this means that you're going to take the buy at instance. Then you now click buy. So you have clicked the buy, and once you click the buy, to bring you to your balance, equity, free margin level, and margin. So your balance is the money you deposited. Your equity is the money that you're losing or you're profiting. Like now, I'm profiting, and you see my balance is 2200.04. Okay, it's showing red now. When you minus 0.11 cents from the balance, it will be giving you your equity. We will still get there, but I will drop a note. But mind you that your equity, this equity you are seeing, is either subtraction from your balance or addition from your balance. So what you're seeing here now is 2200.04. As it's on red means it's still on loss, but we don't call it loss. Sometimes we call it drawdown, because you don't know yet. You just place the trade. You don't know whether the market will go your way or it will not go your way. It's only two sides. You have picked a buy, and now, as it is now, this is your equity and this is your balance. Your balance is still intact because you have not closed this trade. So once you close this trade, that's when it will reflect on your balance. So as I've picked a buy, I'll go back to my chart. And as I go back to my chart, you see this horizontal line that I draw here. Now I can say, okay, because the buy is above and this line is below, I can say, okay, 1.11572 is my stop loss and 1.21968 is my target, my take profit. And this take profit now is how much you are going to gain. And when you subtract it, this 1.21968 minus 1.11572, that's when I'm sorry, the price, the number of by 1.13609, the price that you bought the market. So that's what you will minus. And once you minus it, you now get your take profit, and minus the same 1.130 something from this or the number below, you get how much you'll be losing on your stop loss. So that's by the way. So what I will do now is, after doing this, I've seen it, I will now go back to that quote again. If I go back to quotes again, maybe I want to sell, I click new order the same way. I click sell. So this is sorry, it's okay, it's very bad. So I click sell, and as I've clicked sell, you see that the two of them will be on the chart, and this is what I want you to be doing. You buy, you sell, you buy, you sell. Then another thing I want us to do is, you see this one that looks like arrow with hair, the third one after the quotes, your candlesticks, and this one, the third one, you just click on it, and when you click on it, it will bring you to your trade. This is what we call the trade that you open, your open orders, and once it's here, you're here, you just tap long press, and you see close order. Maybe you want to close the trade, you can close. You can say, okay, close by. Maybe you want to close by so number, you can now say, okay, close by so number. You now place it will now close later on. So that one we are not using it. So I will long press. Sorry, I'll go back to my trades. I'll long press. Let me long press the buy. You see modify order. This is what we are going to use. We want to modify your stop loss and your take profit. So from there, you can see that we marked 1.115 as that horizontal, although it's not the exact number, just trying to use it as an example. We now modify. Remember, we marked 1.21 something. You now long press again. So your network here is very bad. You now long press again. When you long press, you will see modify order again. That's where you will click. You click modify order. Let me see if the network will come back. So it's back. So you click modify order. You see by the right hand side, that's what we call take profits. So you type 1.2105, something like that. I did not cram the number. So you now modify. You now modify. So as you have modified, you will now see that the trade will now have network is bad. So you will see that the trade will now have its stop loss and its take profits. That's how it is. So that is how it's done. There's nothing there. It's not something that will kill ourselves over. I will still keep explaining it. I'll keep explaining. The same thing goes with your sell. The one you're selling, your if your horizontal line is above, the above line should be your stop loss. The below line, like this one, should be your take profit. So assuming I place at the sharp end 1.15580 and 0.9733, then I'll go to this arrow, this third arrow. I will not long press. I will say modify. Then as I'm saying, I say 1.580 you modify, or you type the take profit at once 0.9500. Let me just use it. You now click modify, and it will be modified, and when you open it, you see something like this. You see something like 1.13580. You see the SL by the left hand side and CP by the right hand side, and that's how we set our take profit and stop loss. And when you set it like this, once price gets to the stop loss, it will automatically close on its own. And when it gets to the TP, which is the take profit, it will automatically close on its own. That's how to place our order. And I want us to keep doing it. Go to your codes, lightly tap new order. You write down, if you want to sell, you write down the number above your selling entry, then you now place it. If it's 1.13, let me say 550, then your take profit is 0.97. Sell. Sorry, I did not put it well. If I put it well, if I put the numbers one, let me say the sell is 155 something, maybe 1558. Okay, I will just lightly tap, then I'll say my stop loss is 1.5580, then my take profit is 0.9700, then click the sell, and that's how it's done. So you just keep doing it. You keep doing it. Even the buy too. You come here, you pick a number, then you now do the same thing. Maybe your stuff is 1.13, let's say 13450, but then you take profit 1.12100, you now buy, and you see that your order will be placed. And when it comes to, you see it here. Once you open, you see it automatically. Your the market will close on its own, and it will reduce your loss. The lot size is always smaller than the take profit. Your take profit should always be bigger than your lot size. That's how we make money on forex trading. So that's by the way. So just keep doing it, and keep perfecting until it becomes part of you. Thank you.